Chapter 4, Astrology and Health. Among the most important questions a client asks an astrologer is, what does my chart say about my health? Health and well-being are paramount concerns to human beings. Love, money, or career take second place, for without good health, we cannot enjoy anything else in life. Astrology and medicine have had a long marriage. Hippocrates, born around 460 BC, the Greek philosopher and physician who was considered the father of medicine, said, "A physician without a knowledge of astrology has no right to call himself a physician." Indeed, up until the 18th century, the study of astrology and its relationship to the body was very much a part of a doctor's training. When a patient became ill, a chart was immediately drawn up. This guided the doctor in both diagnosis and treatment, for the chart would tell when the crisis would come and what medicine would help. Of course, Western doctors in the 20th century no longer use astrology to treat illness. However, astrology can still be a useful tool in helping to maintain our physical well-being. The signs and anatomy. To begin with, each sign of the zodiac rules or governs a specific part of the body. These associations date back to the beginning of astrology. Curiously, the part of the body that a sign rules is in some ways the strongest and in other ways the weakest area for a person born under this sign. Look under your individual sign to see how this paradox of nature applies to you. The planets in your body. In addition to the sign's rulership over parts of the body, the planets are associated with various glands in the body. These glands release hormones that keep our bodies functioning. Astrology and diet. Each sign of the zodiac has particular diet needs for minerals that are found in certain foods. Your diet may be failing to supply these specific needs. Included under your sign is a list of foods that would be beneficial for you in a healthful eating program. Astrology in your Uranus zones. Our bodies are very sensitive to the touch of another human being. The special language of touching is understood on a more basic level than speech. For each sign in the zodiac, there are certain zones and areas of the body that are especially receptive and can receive sexual messages through touch. Many books and manuals have been written about lovemaking, but few pay attention to the unique knowledge of Uranus zones supplied by astrology. You can use astrology to become a better, more sensitive lover. The association between the signs of the zodiac and the different parts of the body and the illnesses connected with them is part of the Hermetic theory, an ancient Egyptian Greek philosophical science that held that the entire cosmos is reflected in the human being. The signs of the zodiac, beginning with Aries and ending with Pisces, correlate to the human body, beginning with the head, ruled by Aries, and ending with the feet, ruled by Pisces. Thus, the entire zodiac is contained within the human body. I want to say a word to you before you read this health chapter. It can be read on both a simplistic and a more advanced level. If, for example, you were born with the sun in Aries, you will no doubt read the pages about Aries and probably discover that many of the health tips and medical issues discussed in the Aries section apply to you. But the story doesn't end there. For one thing, modern medical astrology believes strongly in the principle of polarity, that the opposite sign in the zodiac also influences the health of the native. Thus, if you are an Aries, you should also read the pages on Libra Aries' opposite sign, for there will be a guidance in those pages that also relate to Aries. In addition, as I have emphasized and will continue to emphasize, no person is a pure sign. You may discover when you cast your birth chart that your chart is heavily weighted with planets in a particular sign other than your sun sign. Therefore, the health aspects of that particular sign will also apply to you. Still, another factor to be considered is your ascendant or rising sign, which in many ways contributes to your outward appearance and health. Your ascending sign also is a significant part of your health picture. I have a woman client whose sun is in Libra, whose ascendant is in Taurus, and who has 3 planets in Taurus, one of them Saturn, a planet that often indicates areas of delicate health. She has had a long history of lower back problems. Her sun sign, Libra, rules the lumbar region. Headaches. Her sun sign's polarity is Aries, which rules the head. And throat and thyroid problems. Her ascendant, Taurus, heavily weighted with planets, rules the throat. If this woman reads all 3 sections, Libra, Aries, and Taurus, she will gain a greater understanding of her health issues and needs and get many more tips on care and exercise than if she reads only her Libra sun sign. I urge you to do the same. Later on, when you discover more about your chart, come back to this health chapter and read further about the various signs that make up your whole birth chart.